8, 20, 20, 16, 2, 9, 20, 12, 25, 15, 14, 5, 6, 15, 21, 18, 3, 12, 21, 5.
Downloading latest intel package. Welcome back. I was getting worried about you.
Agent Academy, episode 14, recorded on February 6th, 2018. I'm Agent Soho.
And I'm Agent GoonieGuy.
And we're back again for the 14th week to bring you some cool stuff. Lots of tons of things happened. Some weeks are slow. Some weeks are just fat. This is a big fat week right here. So we have Niantic acquiring a new company. They're bulking up. Speaking of fat, right? So they're bulking up and just ready to freaking go nuts. We have some new news, kind of predictions for the new Harry Potter game release, and new features in Pokemon Go that might transcend over to Ingress. Anyway, huge week here. We got tons to get into. So the first thing probably we should do is get all up in that sit rep.
Sit rep.
Let's
go sit rep. Looking for bands.
Yeah.
They're over there though, so no instruments today.
No instruments. So so sit reps. So what you know about sit rep?
What you know about the sit rep? So it was a rather slow week for me. I just cold and work and stuff, but I did hack a quantum capsule, so I can now officially confirm it's true.
But I didn't do it, so
That's
I don't know if it's really true or not, because I didn't see it with my own eyes.
One day it'll be true for you too. It'll be your own truth.
All right. Wow. So how many do you have now?
I have 6.
Ooh. Nice.
So I hacked 2. Wait, no, maybe I have 5. I hacked 2 or 3, and then during an op, some rather generous ENL friends up in Tennessee gave me a capsule, gave me 2 capsules, and then I hacked that one just yesterday. So
okay.
Got some gear flowing, got some keys, making new keys, little key babies. All good. So did that. Now I also I don't know if you remember last week, but we're talking about the central Omnalytics site where you can put in all your it's like a Mad Libs. It's an Ingress Mad Libs is basically what it is. Just probably not supposed to be humorous, but you could make it humorous. And I started entering in it, and apparently I get an F for not following directions. Or maybe an A, depending on how you look at it. Because on the site, it tells you in the instructions how to save your responses if you don't want to finish it up. And it's not hit the X and go away and come back like I did, thinking that my email would trigger off that. No, you've got to go all the way to the end and submit it with your blank answers as well as the ones you want to keep. And then you need to save or bookmark the link on the edit your response page. And then you go back to that to edit your response later. So I'm an idiot. And I lost all my, only 2 pages. So I'll go back and do that at some point. And then today I did get some pre-work before I had to go to work ingressing in. I have kind of like a route that I take that maximizes the number of portals I can hit on the way to work. And I noticed that one of the main portals that I hit behind my house is about to decay. Like probably it might be decayed right now, but it'll definitely be. No, it's a good thing because the resistance has not been coming anywhere near my neighborhood this whole week. So everything's just staying up. And so I was like, well, I'll just field it. So I just threw crap links everywhere. But since I have all those keys on my route, I just hit those stops and then, make the fields as I go to work. So I fielded up, got a little bit of MU, got up on the boards for a couple checkpoints, still there until it decays tomorrow, I guess. And then I can rethrow it. Well, I do remember last week when you were saying that and you're trying to call out the
resistance. You know, you're like, I don't think you guys are capable of knocking down these portals, but I guess they're not. You're gonna have to wait for the decay to happen. So,
like, geez, what do you got to do in this town to get some resistance? See what I did? So, enlighten me, Eric. How was your week?
Oh, okay. So not much resistance. I went up to Fayetteville, Tennessee, and got some uniques and got some. I don't remember ever really going to Fayetteville before. I mean, I know they are uniques, but like just going through the city, it's like so much smaller than I thought it would be. But it's not really that far of a drive from here anyway. It's just straight north, and you pass the Tennessee border. And anyway. So went up there on a Friday night and was in downtown getting uniques and just I don't know, just kind of messing around. I ended up doing a whole mission. It was at like downtown Fayetteville mission. So that's always that's always a fun thing to do. Is like do a mission in new cities. So I have like I don't know, maybe 10 or something, missions in like different cities that I go to. So it's kind of like I like collecting those. You
should have tweeted Ingress with where Ingress took me today. Is that the hashtag? I forget the hashtag.
Yeah.
You see all these like just incredible vistas that people take when they go see the stuff, and then you go to downtown Fayetteville and you do like where it took me today.
Yeah, it's got like it's this really tiny too. It's an old looking like they had this old theater, like a movie theater. It looks like something out of the 1920s, but and like people are still going there, and like it's still operational, I guess. And I'm sure I don't even know if it's a digital screen, right? It might be still be film or something. But anyway, it's really cool. I enjoyed it.
And somebody in the corner playing piano to it.
Yeah, playing piano.
Talkie.
Yeah. Oh, and then I hacked the capsule too, but it was just a regular capsule.
I
have way too many regular capsules. I don't know what I'll do with it. I might toss it. I have some that I use, but then some like I have over 15 empty ones just stacked there for no reason.
So you fill it up with some level 8 bursters, and then we have lunch this week, and you give it to me. I need a farm. Bursters. I need a farm like nobody's business. Like
I need a place to put all my hacking mods. Like we do need a farm because I want to build the farm because I haven't been using my heat sinks or multi-hacks in quite a while, and I have way too many, but they're valuable, right? I don't want to throw them away. So I don't know. I just hold on to them and hope one day I'll use them.
Well, you can always get more.
Yeah,
use them.
That's true.
Or they won't do anything.
Right.
Unless you have them in a quantum capsule, and then they'll grow. But
yeah. Ooh, no, I don't want more. I want less. How about like a black hole capsule? It just eats them slowly. Stuff starts to delete from your inventory over time. Right. Sounds useful.
Now I did get a portal. I don't know if I talked about this last week, but I had a portal that was approved. So I went and hacked it and got some keys. It's out in Triana. You know where Triana is?
Triana, west side.
It's down past me. You just keep driving.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Southwest or something. Yeah.
It's a little less exciting than Fayetteville. I promise you that. But yeah, Old Flamingo Park. But yeah, so that's cool. It sounds like you had a rather fun weekend in Old Fayetteville.
Old Fayetteville.
The old Fayetteville. I wonder what their nickname is. Do they call it like Fayette Vegas?
Fayette Vegas.
Vegas.
I don't know.
Vegas. Come to Vegas.
And watch our talkies, she.
Yeah. Come downtown. You'll see Agent Soho. So there was a ton of news. We've got a ton of stuff. Hopefully we can get through everything in this episode. Ingress related, there were so many fields that I saw this week that we can't even do them all justice, which makes me feel bad. But on the news portion of the SITREP, they did come out and announce when they're going to announce upcoming anomalies, possibly. So we'll find out about that later. And so they're predicting, or the researchers are working on and predicting the locations and dates of XM anomalies through May 2019. Now, there's speculation that may be a typo or maybe not. Will we get the full year of anomalies? And maybe that's why they're waiting. You know, I know Andrew did say something at an event in, I believe, in Australia about we will know some stuff very, very soon. And I didn't have a chance to check the AMA right before the show, but earlier it was not done yet. So I don't know if he said anything in that. We will definitely talk about that next week.
Yeah, and that post actually came with a pretty cool little video too, like an Ingress family. We are Ingress family something. Anyway, it was actually pretty cool. So yeah. The AMAs are not out, but it was had. So the post is locked, I guess, right now.
It is disabled for comments. That's the edit number 1. And there were almost 200 comments. So hopefully there's some good questions in there.
So look forward to that. And also, So there's an article on Pokemon Go and Ingress. It was, I guess, let's see. So I guess it was nothing new, but it's basically kind of shows the similarities between the two and kind of talks about the future of the technology and what people are using it for and all this kind of stuff. How, AR gaming has like made exploring fun and made you get out and do stuff. And, that's obviously like why we all got into Ingress in the first place and stuff like that. So it's really nothing new to us, but it's just, it's kind of like another, like mainstream article that's just kind of bringing this to light, to people and discussion. So,
yeah, I thought it was interesting. They kind of took the angle of, hey, we're starting to use AR maps more than our like Google Maps and other maps, because we can say it's right next to this, thing,
right.
And you can look in and you can actually click on it and have it, navigate to it in the game itself. And it's not like an address. It's the temple that's where you're at already. And you just need kind of like that micro location. And so I thought that was really interesting. And of course, we'll link to all these sites and reports and everything in the Intel report that you can find in the description. Make it all nice and easy to go comment and check on them. I was going to say...
go ahead.
I was also going to say there's a ton of mission days coming up, and I don't think we'll go through all of them. Well, of course we won't. Whoa.
You try to get that badge, though.
Right?
I mean, they're all over the world, though. It's like, I don't know. We need one that's close by for sure.
Yeah, and I was kind of skipping ahead there, but there was an interesting article on the Taiwan mission day in Chiayi. I don't know if I can say that right, but I thought it was really cool that they kind of did a full article, and it, you have to translate this thing, but we'll link to it. And they talk about the whole mission and the 12 portals you'll have to go through, and the 12 missions, and you'll visit a bunch of places, and you'll get some cards that will have personalities from the game on them. The little cards that give you the medals.
Yeah,
and
the
stuff
characters.
sometimes.
Yep.
So I thought that was really cool, and everyone there seems to be really excited if you read this article, and so I thought it was pretty cool.
And then we have here a new Pokemon Go update. They're adding quests. So this is going to be new in 0.91.1. They're like so close to 1.0. They're just drawing it out. But anyway, so there's a whole lot of info here. I know this is not a Pokemon Go show. We had one of those in the past, though. But there's a lot of data about a lot of stuff being kind of like extracted from the APK, that kind of thing, decoded or whatnot. reverse engineered even. And so there's some stuff happening there. And that's what kind of got me, and I'll talk about this later, but that got me thinking about some cool ideas for new types of missions in Ingress Prime, maybe in 2.0, like some really epic mission mechanics.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a cool article. Check that out if you're into the Pogo.
And I wonder if this is using kind of the mission technology and the achievements, medals and stuff that's already in Ingress, or is this going to be a new like quest thing with a little more advanced questing that they could then later put in Ingress, test it in Pokemon Go and pull it back to Ingress. So they're trying a lot of new things, as well as buying companies that are already doing new things, not RR things, but AR things. So Niantic bought Escher, and they've been working on an AR kit for mobile developers for quite a while. And the difference between them and, say, Apple's AR kit and Google's AR core is that they focus on multi-platform and multi-user experiences. So it fits perfectly in what Niantic is doing. So that's going to be some cool stuff. And with everything going to the new Prime, they'll be able to take advantage of it there as well. So pretty excited to see what happens there.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. So it's like an Apple and Google and whatever else might see. Like, no, we're not going to see a Windows Phone resurgence, but we might see some sort of new weird BlackBerry or some new, I don't know.
That new BlackBerry's sexy, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Predictions, by the way, for anybody out there who plays stock market, I'm predicting, and this really has nothing to do with anything, so I'll be quick.
Bitcoin phone.
That's not a word. Cryptocurrency either. So think about buying some stock in Nokia. Nokia is buying up companies. They've gone away for a while, right? They were gigantic. They were the number one mobile company in the world, right? With all their phones and stuff during the 1990s and early 2000s. And they went away for a while. Their stock dropped all the way down to like a few dollars. Right now it's like $5 or $4 or something like that. I think it's gonna boom. I think they're quietly been working on some really sweet mobile technology. We might see Ingress on it, right? I don't know what OS they're going to be using. Might be something new. Might be Android. I don't know.
Nokia OS,
right? But so buy stock in it right now because I got some stock in it. I mean, it's cheap, right? Yeah, go ahead and buy it right now. Pull your phone out.
Hold up.
Pull out Robinhood or whatever.
Robinhood.
Yeah.
So my cuz stock. Move it over to some Nokia. Matter of fact, I think you get 2 shares of Nokia for my cuz stock.
Your cuz.
I don't know who they are. They give me a free stock called cuz.
That's weird.
So that's some crazy stuff. We'll see the new Nokia Tooth, which with its new mobile platform where you just wear it like a gold cap on your tooth, and that's how you talk. And Eric will lose his $10 in stock.
Right. So that was a tangent. All right. So back to Ingress news here. So Google Fiber exec left. He left to join Niantic as a head of communications. Isn't that wild?
Dun, 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 dun.
He's like, see you around, Google Fiber.
Yeah. Well, then apparently Google Fiber is going downhill, which sucks because we're just now getting it in Huntsville. Like, in 2 years, it'll be all over. So hopefully it stays. But I think, there was rumors, and maybe not rumors, maybe it's just factual, and I just haven't looked it up lately, but that they were going Wi-Fi, that they bought some Wi-Fi company that could basically do Wi-Fi at the same speeds as their fiber. So it was like, maybe we shouldn't be laying all this pipe if we could just do it over the air. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, right. I mean, you're right. I mean, this technology moves so fast. It's like once they finally physically lay this stuff, it's like already obsolete, So anyway, they went ahead and grabbed up one of the employees there. So and let's see, what's his name? His name is Gabriel Stricker.
Congrats. Welcome to the family, Agent.
Yeah.
Gabriel Stricker. What's your Ingress name? That's what we want to know. What's your agent name?
Yeah, right.
What faction are you?
Right. What color?
We should tweet him and ask him.
Yeah, he's Gabriel Stricker on Twitter. So give him a hello on Twitter.
So everybody go into Ingress and start doing like at G Stricker at Gabriel S. Like try to figure out his name before he tells us. Oh, you already guys Twitter. So maybe is that just wrong? Just bombing some new dude, and he's like, I don't know how y'all found me in my level 3. Maybe he's a level 16. We don't know it.
Right?
Be a long time.
That would be pretty cool. A little calm bomb in game. He'd be like, dude, these guys are hardcore.
Well,
that's right.
And from what some of his tweets seem to suggest that he either worked with Niantic in the past, or maybe it's just because, they were all kind of Google family, but maybe he worked a lot closer with them when they were Google. And so maybe he does play Ingress. Maybe he loves Ingress. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? But he could be waiting for Harry Potter Wizards Unite. So that thing's rumored to be coming out this year. And there is one blogger who had a blog about it at the trustedreviews.com. And we'll link to this, of course, about when they think the release date is going to be. And the information they had was, it was some pretty valid assumations. I don't know, words. So we'll see if he's right. We're going to have a bet that if he's wrong, he has to pay us $25. And if he's right, well, good for him.
Then he has to give us $25.
That sounds good. I like these.
He's like, wait a second.
That's kind of like our current contest, or it's not really a contest because I think you have to have legalese to run those. Our form where you can submit your release date for Prime and get, I don't know, you'll find a $25 something somewhere one day because of it if you win. But if you don't win, you got to pay us $25. See how it works?
Yeah.
Great. It's like a pyramid portal ingress scheme. It'll be the first and the last.
Yeah. Agent Ponzi over here. All right. So we have, let's see. Well, lots of news. I think we're coming close on the end of the news here.
Yeah. Central Analytics form submission is, the cutoff date is February 11th. And so that's just that.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. We talked about that last week. And then, okay. So what is this about a scavenger hunt?
There is, I think, PNW. I'm going with Pacific Northwest. Does that sound right?
Okay. That sounds good.
Pacific. Now I can't say words.
So they're the Pacific Northwest. We are the Atlantic Southeast. That's where we live. That's what I like to
do. The letters first to make sure you didn't just call us a weird name. South. Because if you did like the Atlantic South Southerners, now we're the asses, and I don't know if we want that.
Right.
So, but we'll go with Ace. Ace good.
Okay. Ace is good.
So they did a scavenger hunt event in January. For every day in January, they had a different item or task that you had to do. And they had like 59 agents or so that participated in it. And this wasn't an Ingress thing. It was Ingress people doing something together, which I love. I mean, this is the stuff I love seeing, is the community being a community and doing stuff together outside of just playing Ingress. I mean, sometimes it's okay to put down the scanners. Don't tell anyone I said that. And go beer grass. I mean, well, you don't even have to grass. Just go beer. Right beer. Right bow.
All right. Bow. So yes. So a scavenger hunt. Interesting. So it's really like build the Ingress community kind of getting together for other reasons. Yeah.
Just outgressing and doing some fun stuff. Speaking of scavenger hunt, though, I had my third mission accepted. Have you gone and done the Agent Academy mission yet, Mr. Agent Soho?
I need to know where it starts from. Because how would I find it? How would I find it?
You just have to visit one of the many places that we have done something together that was impactful, that you think would be impactful on me. Like, say, the first place we met, would probably, you know where a portal is right next to that. You know where we film behind the scenes for that movie. There's a place you could go.
Okay.
There's a place where our studio was for 10 years. You might find a couple of them down there. And then there's a portal where I hijacked the description and put both of our names in it, and it got passed through. So that one may be in there as well. And there's a few others.
Cool. Okay. So don't tell me anymore. I'll find this. That'll be my mission. A really fun sounding mission, actually. And then I'll tell you how it went next week.
Well, that'll be good. And then I did. So this new mission is a scavenger hunt mission. So this will probably be the most annoying mission to the world because it gives you the first location. That's it. And then when you hack it, you get a clue for the second location. And then it goes through all around downtown Huntsville. And it's Scavenger Huntsville mission number 1.
Oh, Scavenger Huntsville. I like that.
Good, because I already have the domain name.
You do?
Well, yeah, I was going to start. This is I shouldn't get into that because it's not. I was going to start a company doing scavenger hunts in Huntsville. There were basically escape rooms, but not in a room, right? So, and it would be all online, but you would get the clues and it would send you around the city or outside the city, wherever you are. So you weren't tied. Anyway, that's a long story. Anyway, so yes, I have the website, and now I'm going to put my Ingress missions on there instead.
Nice. Okay. Well, cool.
So we talked about events, mission days, and whatnot. I'm going to go down these pretty quickly because there's a ton that are happening soon. And I want to make sure if you're near it that you can go. And I'm going to butcher words, so follow along if you can. NL1331 is coming to Yokohama, Japan on Friday, February 9th. Mission Day in Japan also in Oida on Saturday, February 10th. So if you can go to the events page to find these, they will be in the Intel report or the Intel, whatever we're going to call it, the description of the show. Go sign up because they are asking you to sign up, and you'll get like a code that you'll get scanned when you get there, and you get all that to hack and get your badges and stuff. And they do have swag at some of these. So if you're interested in that, check out the pages as well. So there's also a mission day in Spain, February 17th. And so that's all the missions the coming up in the next week or two. And we'll try to hit those each week as they come up so you can be aware and don't miss them. Mm-hmm. And I'll try not to burp in your face.
All right. Well, and we need to get one of those too. We came close to doing one in Nashville. I think it was right after the anomaly that we went into, and
next time we won't keep out and get the $40 room with the
I was gonna
dealers and the
I was gonna say that's definitely a good story for somebody who meets us and has a beer with us in person, because we'd love to tell you this crazy thing that happened right after the anomaly. Oh my god. Anyway, for another time. But we totally need to get some of these mission days going. And also, I guess they only choose like really big cities or whatever, but like I don't know how you would get them to like do a mission day closer, like in Birmingham or something, or
I tried to get an event. What do they call it? They call it something else. But like if you go to Ingress.com. Why do I always feel like I say that really weird whenever I say Ingress? But they have community events, which are non-competitive local community events that highlight Ingress in interesting and creative ways. And I submitted one for the holidays for like around like our tinsel trail stuff. Like it's always kind of a cool thing. There's tons of portals, and I thought that'd be a fun little like community event, but I never heard back from anyone from where you submitted. So I don't know if they stopped doing that because I don't see things on there anymore. If it's a little more, like you said, a larger city or getting your local, whatever you call it, like your town's publicity department involved.
Yeah. Just, I mean, it's like the density of portals or something. Maybe it's like some algorithm or something.
You're my density.
Thanks. Yeah, my density. So the next thing we have here is Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
These are field sit reps. So a lot of these happened.
Yeah.
Oh boy, there's a lot.
You want to go back and forth on these? See how fast we can get through them?
Okay. Wisconsin-based enlightened agents complete the Million MU March, capturing 19 plus million mined units. A link into the description.
And then Ukraine ENL did a 501 point star.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of points. Res agents lost in the graveyard. Op covers Sao Paulo. I don't know. 15 million mine units on that one.
And then in Melbourne, NL1331 visited, and so they threw 133 links and made a star there.
Nice. And then resistance from Brazil. The dudes over at Brazil captured over 90 million mine units.
90 million. And then over 250 enlightened agents in Wisconsin. Actually, I guess it's all over the place because they captured over 456 million mined units over Wisconsin, Kentucky, and Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah. So that's right above us. Yeah, that's huge.
That's crazy. Crazy big.
Crazy. So these ops are getting bigger, I can tell. And then finishing it out, which actually isn't bigger than the last one, but enlightened agents blanketed Phoenix, Arizona with 31 fields capturing 68.5 million MU.
$65 million MU.
So wow. Okay. Lots of busy agents out there. For sure.
You know what else is busy?
What's busy?
This bumper. Hit it.
What's in the capsule?
What is in the capsule?
It's in the capsule.
Okay. Well,
what you got in the capsule, Agent Soho?
Okay, so this week we'll discuss our ideas for Ingress. So the quest system and stuff in that other article, it's quite lengthy and you can look through it, but it got me thinking about group quests and stuff like that. So I play a lot of RPGs, MMOs, that kind of thing. And to me, a group quest always has, each player always has a role, right? So you have a tank whose job it is to absorb the damage and protect the other teammates and not really do much damage, just get the attention of the monster, right? And then you have the assassins or the whatever you want to call them, and every game's got a different name, but we'll call them an assassin, right? Very low health count, real squishy, very, very dangerous, very, very delicate, but can output most of the damage, right? So everybody has a role. You have pros and cons. It's basically all a role is. You have a pro and a con, and you go into the mission or the quest or whatever with a goal. Everybody has the same goal. So what you do is you have these group missions in Ingress where you have a goal and you have to have 5 people or 4 or 6. I don't know how many. We'll just say 5. We'll say 5.
5 is a good number.
You need 5 people to finish this quest because it's literally impossible for you to have that many tablets or phones because there's a lot of activities that have to happen within a short amount of time, that kind of thing. Anyway, the creative side is open-ended, obviously, however that is the way it is. But my idea was just to have these in the first place. You have single player missions, hack this, hack that, or the scavenger hunt idea, with clues. But these group quests really give you nice rewards, right? They give you, not only a badge, but give you stuff, because the missions today, all you get is a badge. You don't get any loot for it. But these group quests actually give you loot, as if you sat there and fracked a portal, right? Like you would just get a ton of stuff, like maybe 10 or 20 of each item or something. I don't know. But to have roles would make it really cool because it'd be like, okay, we have to think this through. You know, each agent has a specific role, or you could call it a skill maybe. And then, to make this happen. And then once you're done with the quest, you go back to normal. You're not that role anymore. You're not always that whatever it is that you were.
Right.
But I think it would be pretty cool. It's kind of like, if you think about like an agent or a secret agent, right? You put this mask on and now all of a sudden you're this other character. So it's kind of like that. It's like you're on this mission. So you've been assigned a role by the captain or by the administration, right? Or the director or whatever you want to call it. It's a realistic thing that happens in the government, right? So like it kind of has the same kind of feel and theme as Ingress. So I kind of feel like that would fit pretty well in their world.
Well, and you put that with some sort of like, okay, like I like this idea. And it's like you said, like an MMO. So like maybe a portal burst open and an XM monster comes out. I'm gonna kill you all. And so then you got to get your faction there to kill them. And maybe there's blue ones and green ones. So both factions can fight their own stuff. And then you use your stuff not on portals, but on this beast and on other players. So then maybe the healer would use power cubes to heal other players, and the rogue would use the bursters or to kill stuff, and the tank would use the Aegis shield to like actually block damage from people and get between other people. And maybe you wouldn't see them on the screen because you have to worry about like being able to stab people in real life, but the GPS location of you. So like if the tank was in between you and the monster, then he's taking the damage instead of you, some kind of stuff like that. Just location aware, but some kind of weird, crazy, like, would they ever do that? Like, do you think that's just so crazy?
It seems like Pokemon Go. Well, see, Pokemon Go is weird because it's like, I guess you could have a team, but I always think of like Pokemon Go. It's like just Ash, out there like collecting and stuff. It's, I don't know if it really, I don't know, like a big group. I mean, sure, in the series, like he has friends and stuff, so it's not like just him. But it seems like
the evil two that always. Well, I guess three if you count the little cat thing that goes around with them.
Oh, right. But it seems like it would lend itself a little more realistically to maybe this game, but I think ultimately it would lend itself perfectly to the new Harry Potter Wizards Unite, because you have teams of wizards always fighting stuff. Like that's all they do. Yeah. Like a wizard by himself is kind of lame. I mean, I guess you'd probably do that, but like you're gonna have like the Gryffindors, and they're out there and they have a team of 10 people against the Slytherin. It just makes more sense. But either way, it's all Niantic, so like whatever they do, it might kind of trickle out to the other games. But group quest, man, that'd be cool.
Crazy stuff. And so my capsule, what's in the capsule idea is kind of weird. So I'm going to preface this with just, cut me some slack here. Don't yell at me for this one. But so I was thinking with them coming out with all these different AR games, like the problem I have is I go and try, like I tried Pokemon for a while, and it's like, well, while I'm playing that, like I'm not able to focus on Ingress, so I'm not getting the stuff I want to do in Ingress. So I'm kind of half-assing 2 games. And now when a third one comes out, am I going to be half-assing 3 games? But what if they made it where, and I know there's some issues with levels and whatnot, but GURPS did it. So I think they can do it. But what if they had it where you could, if you wanted to, have one character? In Ingress, it's an agent. In Pokemon, it's a trainer. In Harry Potter, it's a wizard. And when you level up in one or get experience, you get the same amount of experience in the other game. All the items that you have equate to another item in the other game, just like GURPS. You remember GURPS from like D&D, basically age? So then no matter what genre of game they could come out with a Western one, right? That if you wanted to go play it, you could go play it, and you could be the same level as like your other friends who are playing, but you're still gaining in the other game, so you can go back and still play it and not lose out. And I know there's some like, it's maybe I'm just need more time.
Yeah. I mean, that's what always was cool about GURPS. It was that it was very modular like that. You know, each world could be just endless, you know, created, but the mechanics and the platform, the system is what remained constant, I guess, through all that. So yeah, you're right. So it seems like a constant. I mean, if they're all going to be on the same platform, which I think they are about to be, right? Like, is it Unity? Well, right. I mean, possibly.
Yeah, they'll built in the same tool, but I mean, I guess the game will be on the same platform, but it'll be on multiple platforms, as in iOS and Android and whatever else. I guess that's why they're getting that other company who's working on the AR kit for all that stuff. But yeah, like they'll all be on this. Like you can have all three games, and who knows? Maybe they'll buy a Draconia's Go, and you can add that to the wheelhouse and do dragons as well. But
and see, you'll be able to play all these games on your new Nokia phone,
right? Your Nokia tooth. It's a tooth, remember?
The Nokia tooth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just like a gold tooth. You put in, you replace one of your teeth with a Nokia gold tooth.
Nokia gold cap.
I'd rather have the Nokia contact lens.
You know, like the N on the front.
The N.
Nokia. I got 7 of them so I can spell out Nokia. That's not how many letters are in the word Nokia. I'm sorry. That's
how many is in it? Nokia. 1, 2, 3. There's 5. Okay.
But you gotta have the 2 end caps, right? That just give you the spacing so it looks proper.
Oh, so it's nice and centered.
Proper gold caps on your teeth. If you're going to spell Nokia on your teeth in gold.
You'd be silly not to. Yep.
Tangent.
All right. So we have some submissions from other people about gold teeth and all that.
That's weird.
I guess the first one is from John Anderson. What's in the castle idea? I'd like to see a gear exchange option, both up and down to the limit of your current level. This would help folks who are in less agent dense areas keep up with higher level gear. I'm often swimming in level 7 gear, for example, but finding 8 gear is a little more challenging. So I'd like to be able to exchange rather than recycle excess gear. Oh, I see. Okay. So he wants to exchange. So and, maybe, we did talk about that. Last week, I think we talked about a way that you could kind of like, was it like grind gear or like split
the gear splitter, I think someone was talking about. Yeah. And it's kind of that same thing. Like it could just be another quantum modulator, and you stick in 10 level 1 bursters and get a level 5 burster or something.
Right. It'd be in World of Warcraft terms, it's called disenchanting. You disenchant for the primer materials.
The primal XM, which then you can form into some other exotic matter. The exotic matter modulator. This is Marvin the Martian. That was always my favorite.
Marvin. Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Heavens to Murgatroyd. That's
not.
They had
not
the
Marvin.
same voice, though.
No.
Don't
be that guy. So LA Southern 328 has an idea. Says the show. This is an idea for the show, not the game, that's okay. We're open season. The show should have at least occasional Resistance co-host. I know I, for one, would not be opposed.
Okay. So, or like a...
we can let him out of the box and let him join the show for a...
Let him out of the dungeon.
That's where we keep the Resistance co-host. No.
And I guess that's the problem. It's like we don't have like any friends in town who play that are resistance. I mean, we have friends, but nobody that we know close enough that we would be like, yeah, hey, what you doing every single week?
Yeah.
Forever.
But occasionally, like I could see maybe getting Prandtl on, maybe.
Yes, yeah. We have some local,
maybe some shows.
Right, and he's a really cool local blue for sure, and we hang out with him at bars and stuff, just hanging out around town. So yeah, okay. I guess we'll have like some real talks about trying to really pull somebody in, and that way everybody can hear the interaction between green and blue, and like having stories, and like you'll hear the story and then you hear the backstory, like, well, what really happened was, and it's like, well, I don't know. It's always kind of interesting when you hear both sides of a story. Yeah. So
yeah, and it would definitely be occasional, just because, I mean, I know it may not appear that a lot of work goes into the podcast episodes, but there really is a lot of work, especially when guests are involved, like Krug and Colin. Like there was a lot of extra work that we had to do those weeks, and getting a guest, I mean, if we got him into the system, so to speak, then maybe it wouldn't be that big a deal. But yeah, occasionally I love it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Agent Dewey J has a capsule idea called the Resonator Virus. The Resonator Virus.
It's a long one. Do you want to read every other sentence?
Oh my!
Or just read it all together.
Read it all together.
Ready?
Let's see.
3, 2, 1.
The Resonator virus is delivered by an Ada or Jar. I don't know if that's going to work.
Except, no.
That's like every other word. I think it might be too long.
Every other word. Okay, go.
The
Resonator
virus
is
delivered. I don't know if that's going to work either. That might be hard to.
Okay, sentence.
Okay. All right. So I'll start off. The Resonator virus is delivered like an Ada or Jarvis, except you target a single resonator on a portal.
The infected resonator turns white, yet retains its level.
The infected resonator then no longer counts as a resonator for the faction that controls the portal.
It no longer supplies power to the shields. The portal is not fully deployed, so you can't link to it, etc.
If it is a rare resonator...
No, you skipped a word.
Oh, etc.
If it is a rare resonator virus, it will also spread to other resonators on the infected portal. Hack the portal, keeping its own inventory, and deploy mods if there are open slots.
It does this once every checkpoint.
If all 8 resonators become infected, the portal turns white and is a ghost bot portal.
If it is a very rare resonator virus, it can also infect mods on the portal. Each resonator can hack and spread. When it becomes a ghost bot portal, it will try to jump to the nearest unclaimed portal and install an infected resonator on that portal.
If 2 infected ghost portals have all 8 resonators infected, they will try to make a link and possibly field if they are in range.
That's pretty cool, actually. That's crazy. So, like, you would have this thing spreading. Like, I like the very rare aspect at the end because it actually would field up something. So, like, that, I don't know, if it goes out of control, you might, like, field an entire nation or something.
Like, I think it's an awesome idea, but like, do you have trouble like kind of explaining and getting new players into the game as it is? Like, can you imagine going, well, now you got this whole field thing down. Let me tell you about the resonator virus. So see, the resonator virus. I'm not going to read it all again. All right, you want me to? That would nail that bit. But yeah, no, I think it's a crazy awesome idea.
Yeah, that's always a good one. And Agent Dewey J had some previous ones in previous episodes, so keep them coming. These are really cool.
Yeah.
And then I guess here, lastly, we have one from Agent Blue Ox from the ENL, posted in our Telegram channel. Here's another good or bad idea to improve Ingress. Long press the deploy button for a quick full deploy. So just a long deploy. So
like a long hack, right?
I thought that was a thing. Remember?
Well, no. Talking about actually long deploy. So deploying it would fully deploy off a long deploy.
Okay. So, I see. So you're deploying. Are you fully deploying something?
Yeah. So it's like recharging something or hacking, right? It's right. You long deploy, and there needs to be some kind of trade-off. But I think, yeah, why not? Like maybe the trade-off is it always, grapefruit's the damn thing, or
right. Well, that's a lot simpler than I had in my head. Okay, so yeah, you're quickly deploying with all the available gear in your inventory without having to sit there and go click, click, click. Okay, so I mean that would be a pretty cool. I mean, I guess that would be an okay shortcut, like a fast. I mean, I don't see any reason why. I mean, I guess you could do it probably really fast in a car. Like that's the only reason I would think is like sometimes, don't drive an Ingress, obviously, but you as a passenger sometimes don't have a lot of time to deploy, and you're like, slow down, and then your friend slams the brake on, and then you get rear-ended by a police officer. Happens every time, and then
every time.
Yep, they shoot up the car.
They hide cocaine in your back seat.
Mm-hmm. And pretty much 99% of the time that happens. So, yeah. Well, that was a good. What's in the capsule?
I think you capsulated that in just perfectly.
All right.
That's like me. Words. Speaking of words. Oh, thanks, you owe me a beer. I'll be right back. No, I can get through the rest of the show without.
Okay, we have comms. All right, so this week in comms, we got a little rundown of comments from you, the listener. And first, we'll go on to how about some YouTube comments? We got from Zelly Belly. That's one of our friends. Great tip on recycling power cubes. This is a comment from last week's episode. It is such a pain to recharge, especially at lower levels. At level 7, I can't hold much AP, so I use a L7 cube, then try to recharge an L8 portal. I have to flip from portal cubes to portal keys multiple times because they need more AP than I can hold. I need levels. So that's true, and that's like exactly it. It's just bam, bam. And I use that tactic. I use it from now on. Like I can't believe I didn't know that before, but I'm glad I do know. And so like that is a really good one. Then actually she went on to say, I think you should continue to let you hack if you're, I think you should continue to let, you should be able to continue to hack if your inventory is full.
You sound like me.
I don't know what's wrong with words. So hacking when your inventory is full. But I think the item should be left on the ground. Like what happens to portal keys sometimes. For anyone who comes along to acquire for a certain amount of time before they despawn. Yes. Okay. So you hack something and you're full of inventory. So everything just goes under the ground. And you're like, oh my God, look, there's stuff everywhere. And you're looking around, kind of like a game of Diablo. If you play Diablo and you can see on the ground, you're like, nah, that's not worth picking up. That's not worth, ooh, I'll take that though. And then, and then you just leave all the other junk on the ground for somebody to drive through and pick up. So
quantum capsule. Wouldn't that suck to...
Oh, right. And you definitely want to pick up the quantum capsule. You'd be like, that's worth me dropping a L1 XMP for.
Yes.
I don't know why you had those anyway, but okay.
I love them. Also, Zellybelly was the 1,000th subscriber to the channel.
Hey, awesome.
Zelly Belly's, she actually does a podcast of her own, a wrestling podcast. And then the Go-Kart Brothers, we used to do that. We may do it again one day. But so she sent me a message. Hey, look at this. And she had a screenshot of her being the thousandth. The uno thousandth. So really awesome. Thanks for submitting and posting and all that stuff. It's cool. We love you and we miss you. And also to make you feel a little better, Mr. Agent Soho, you know that Skyworker, they didn't know that either. So they left a comment there saying so. So I'm very proud of you for admitting that.
Yeah, it's funny. It's just like a passing thing. Or like, you do know that you can recycle and stuff. And it's like, everybody's like, really?
What's that about? And the keys, like she mentioned the keys on the ground. Like that's from when you destroy a field or a portal that has links to it. And it drops the key on the other end if it was linked to it. Mm-hmm. Is that the summation of that?
Right, yeah.
John Anderson left a comment redacted, lol. And that was talking about our title, which was redacted, kind of like our Reddit fiasco last week.
Yeah, that was redacted for sure. We were redacted from Reddit.
Yeah, we have been redacted from Reddit, so don't expect our post to be there ever again, or I will get banned. So,
yeah, I guess we could talk about that another time.
Yeah,
but you all probably know. Y'all probably know what's going down there. Okay, so we have some. We have another one from Sass. SAS.
Sass. Getting sassy.
She said, "I would love to see a Nemesis feature on Agent Academy. It'd be fun to see other areas and hear about hard playing locals in different regions."
That's
so. I think she's talking about kind of a Nemesis segment, or
like the Nemesis video on the channel. But like, what if that was from other cities? Go to Nashville and get the locals there together. Maybe we could hit some FSs that were close to us and basically do the same treatment. Find out who their Nemesis is. But it could be, like you said, a feature on the show. And I guess that's a feature on AA where people call in and tell us.
Yeah, it could be a feature like, tell us about your Nemesis and like a crazy story that you have about some insane exchange you had of any sort. But also this could be a video series as well, too. But yes, just be send some stuff in and we'll kind of flesh that out and see if we can make something crazy out of it.
Crazy.
And next we have some Twitter comments from our Tweeter friends.
That's right. We had one from LA Southern 328 said, Colin 3000, my birthday is March 28th. So I sure hope your prediction on Ingress Prime release date on the Agent Academy show is correct. And also,
yeah. That's going to be the date, huh?
And also just watching episode 13's video now, Agent Soho's Eric Fullerton's reaction when he found out about recycling cubes. Laughy face with crying drippies things. I don't know. What's the emoji name of that? Do you...
laughing so hard I'm crying. I don't know.
Face with tears of joy. It's all good. I know level 16 players that never knew you could long press the screen and scroll to the cubes to use them faster.
Oh my. Well, yeah, that happens. And it will continue to happen on this show, I guarantee.
Yeah.
So also Helen
Boletti.
Bolette
underscore.
Listening to Agent Academy podcast, I think I realized why the show is so good. Soho and GoonieGuy leads us to a place when Ingress is a simple and easy game without the whole chaos that might involve the game universe. And this is a beautiful way to find new reasons to keep playing. That was a really nice comment.
Or is it like a backhand compliment, like where they're like, they suck so bad they make me feel good. But no, that's an awesome comment. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then from Sabby Yappy at Sabby Yappy I'm stroking out now. Go Met! Hey, from NFL Res. What do you think that is? Northeast Florida?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Possibly. Yeah.
That's boring. Let's call it the Northeast Frog Lickers.
Frog Lickers. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Congrats. Thanks. Why did I say congrats? Zelly Belly tweeted to us as well. I watched your Clean Ingress and Brokers Guild videos, but I also just ordered a chrome auto decal for Enlightened from the Niantic shop, and now I'm going to be scared to put it on my car.
Wear it proud. Wear it proud. I've been thinking about getting one of those. I want one on my car.
See, I was going to do that for a while, and I still have not yet put anything on my car. I wanted to put a Enlightened decal somewhere, and just to kind of be like, yeah, see, look, I play. You know, it's kind of a neat nod. It's like, ooh, if you're in the know, you know what that symbol means. But I was like, but I don't know. I like to be incognito a lot. At the time, like, I drove so many different cars. I kept getting like new cars, and they were junkers, and I'd trash them and get another one. I'd borrow cars. I didn't really have a constant car, so I was always hard to spot. Like, nobody knew what car I'd drive because it was always literally something new every time I got in a car. So
like a Lamborghini today, a Ferrari tomorrow. You just never know.
It was crazy. My mom had 3 cars. I ended up borrowing one of each, like, on different occasions. I borrowed my girlfriend's. I bought a van. I sold it. I bought this and that. Anyway, it was crazy. So I kind of liked that. I was like, oh man, I'm like a chameleon. Like, nobody will ever see me coming. They won't know where I'm at. They won't know where I'm parked. And then to put a symbol on my car, it's like, hey guys, the guy that's attacking you, I'm over here. You know. So and still kind of to this day, I still kind of think that, because like I've kind of settled on one car, by the way. Like, I drive one thing now, but and I'm not gonna say what it is, but now I kind of would just maybe put just an Ingress or a Niantic sticker maybe on there or something. You know, something that's I don't know. I'm still kind of iffy.
One of the FSs they made us. I forget who it was now. Someone from the makers. The local makers made us the Alabama. It was like the border of Alabama with the Enlightened symbol in the middle, and I have that on a minivan that I'm about to sell, and I'm like, okay, because I can't peel it off and stick it on anything else.
Yeah, that's a great image too. It's really cool. So, anyways, Zelly Belly, hope you good luck and your decal there. Hopefully nobody will mess with you.
Yeah. Also on our Telegram, we had a bunch of comments this week and some crazy images. I am Das Boot posted in there an awesome portal that was just of this. Like, I have a hard time explaining it because it's just like a boardwalk of buildings on acid. Like, they were all just painted and swirly. Awesome portal, awesome picture. And if you want to see stuff like that and talk with other players, feel free to join our Telegram channel. Get a bunch of ideas from folks in there, and so it's a really cool place to hang out.
Yeah, and you know who hangs out in there?
I don't know if you should say. Someone pinged him in there last week.
Oh, really?
I was like, "Hey, don't do that," and they deleted it. But it's like, yeah, let's don't piss him off, so he decides to leave the channel.
It's funny because he'll just drop a joke every now and then. Like, I don't know, he'll just like rap somebody. It's like, oh, that's funny. You know, just like, I don't know, he's laid back and cool. So yeah, don't bug him, right? Obviously, but like, he's a cool guy. Okay, so then we have this the last one here. Facebook. We're going long. We do have a Facebook page. We don't have a lot of likes, but go ahead and like it if you're into Facebook. We have one from Agent Dewey J. Again, for comms. To cut down on scrapers, don't report actions in comms. Use comms just for player communication. Add a sitrep tab to the Intel screen. Oh, so this is like an idea almost. Add a sitrep tab to the Intel screen that only reports fields and links for agents in the local area only, and does not report MU and AP scores. Okay, I see. Under the agent menu, add a stream with all the actions, links, fields, MU, AP, info, just for the agent, just for yourself, basically.
Yeah.
This hides that info from other players, from others, and makes it easier for you to see your own achievements. It would kind of suck not seeing the action in the area, but might make it harder to cheat. A bunch more to go along with this idea, so head over to our Facebook page. He put facebook.com/Agent Academy podcast. So yeah, there's more in there.
He had a bunch more information, but you don't want what happened earlier in the show, so we're not going to read it all. And maybe we'll condense some of the really long ideas in the future. I think it would be a good idea. We just give the basic of it, and then the link to wherever to view the whole thing, where people can comment and talk about. And that's pretty much it for the show. Thanks for everybody for joining in today. K-Fort, thanks for subscribing to the channel. I noticed that during the show. Appreciate that. And now you can throw the E&L symbol. I know you want to throw it. Just you just click on the smiley face down there in chat if you want to. Anyway, you can leave us a review on iTunes, which is always great, and hopefully finds out other agents who want to join the Academy, and helps all of us out. We get more information, more opinions, which makes this a much larger and better and awesome community. So with that, I bid you a fond adieu.
Yes.
And do you think anybody noticed the clue in this episode?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nope, I don't think so.
Well, oh well. Maybe they'll find it. Maybe they won't.
Maybe they won't.
Maybe
Bye, everybody.
Bye.